Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey. So here we are at that time of the month where we are going to be selecting our whiskey of the month. And we have a very interesting lineup today of some really big hitters and a rookie. And Rebecca is going to go ahead and tell you the bottles that we will be going over today to determine which one of these will be our personal whiskey of the month. Rebecca, you want to go ahead and call them out?
Yeah, I'm going to give you the details, brief details, I should say, in alphabetical order. Our first candidate is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof B525, made by Heaven Hill. It is 78% corn, 12% malted barley, and 10% rye. It is 11 years old and 6 months. Its proof is 126.2 and its MSRP is $75. Second, its sister, Larceny Barrel Proof Batch 525, also by Heaven Hill. It is 68% corn, 20% wheat, 12% malted barley. It was aged 6 to 8 years. Its proof is 117.4 and its MSRP is $65. Third, we have a newcomer on the scene, Rivertown Single Barrel by Henderson Distilling Company. This is sourced because they have not yet produced anything. Its mash bill is 78% corn, 13% rye, and 9% malted barley. It was, however, aged 8 years. Its proof is a whopping 124.6, and its MSRP is $75. Finally, we have Starlight's 2025 10-year cask strength by Starlight Distillery. Its mash bill is 60% corn, 20% rye, and 20% malted barley. It is aged 10 years. Proof is 120.3, and it is our biggest MSRP at $250. So most of them are pretty close as far as proof and price point, but then we've got the 10-year-old from Starlight that's quite a bit more expensive. And again, we will not know what we're sampling, but you will, because as we do the tasting later in editing, I will put up the bottle so you will know what we're tasting. So you'll know the results before we do. So we'll start with our initial tasting, and with this tasting, we'll give you some taste. This is the only time we'll really give tasting notes on this, except maybe in summary. But we will do a quick taste, we call it express tasting, to get some various notes. We'll do an initial scoring, and then we'll dive deeper into everything. Candidate A, let's see. It's got some really nice, it's got some nice notes on the nose. It's bright.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some fragrancy. It's hard to say what it is.
It's almost floral.
Yeah, it's almost citrus. Because it's so bright, I'm getting such a bright note.
Maybe it's orange blossoms. Well, I'm going to taste.
So, cheers to candidate A.
Uno.
A, honey.
A.
It's got some pop on it. I'm definitely getting some orange flavor on this.
Yes. And a tad of vanilla.
I'm feeling more like caramel. And there are some spicy notes. A little bit of black pepper maybe. It drinks well. Nothing here would drink badly or we wouldn't have it here. I'm going to give it an initial score. See how that does.
Go to candidate B.
B. This is more sweet on the nose.
It's actually less on the nose than A.
It's less. I'm not getting as much, but it has a sweeter overall profile, I think.
Maybe butterscotch. Maybe.
I'm ready to taste it.
Yeah.
Candidate B. May you be well.
B. B.
Letter B. Oh, it's got fantastic legs on it. Look at those legs dropping down. That's pretty yummy. It is sweet. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Almost confectionery.
Yep.
With some caramel.
I'm not putting any general notes right now.
Oh, it's just helped me keep it straight. Very yummy. I think it's quite good. Overall wise, right now I have them pretty close.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to C.
See what's on the nose. Oh, that's sweet.
That may be the
That's
sweetest.
caramel.
That may be the sweetest yet.
That's caramel. This caramel was vanilla, which would almost make me wonder if that goes into like a butterscotch.
It's almost pastry-like for me.
I can dig that.
I like it though. It smells good.
I do.
Oh, and look at those legs. They're gorgeous. Wow. Really pretty legs.
A lot of legs there. So let's get a cheers to C.
See. We'll see you on the other side.
C.
Yeah, I'm still getting the pastry notes on it.
I'm getting a lot of cinnamon as well.
It's very good. All right. Clear our palate here. Let's try D. This one smells, what's a good term? Like a traditional bourbon to me. Like a profile you would expect if you open a bottle of bourbon. Oh my goodness, it's got fabulous. Oh, it may have the heaviest legs yet. And I thought C had heavy legs. This has got really heavy legs.
Okay, now I'm getting a little chocolate.
I'm ready to taste it.
Yeah.
So to candidate D, our last step, but who knows how you're gonna do.
D. Cheers.
That has some interesting barrel notes for me. And that chocolate you were smelling, I didn't get it on the nose, but I am getting it on the palate.
There's chocolate, there's citrus.
Oh, I'm not getting a citrus, but that's okay.
This is the one thing I have found that has barrel notes.
Yeah, I was feeling that way even on the nose a bit with this one. And then when you taste it, it's interesting. We don't have any different finishes today. If we did, I think it was maybe a French oak or Hungarian or something like that. But it has a little bit of a different oakiness to me. He must be making decisions faster than me about what I'm going to write down. It's complex. Well, I didn't have a bad sip.
Oh, I didn't either.
And they're all pretty close. My range is 91 to 94 right now.
Mine is 90 to 93.
So all of ours are 3 points apart right now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a deeper dive on the nose. And so we're going to really analyze each nose, rank them from 1 to 4 on nose. And while we're doing this, we will fast forward for you so you're not watching that and going to sleep. And we will be right back. All right, so let's start out. I'll share my rank on this one first, just without a lot of explanation, but my first place is actually C. My second place is D. Third place is B. And fourth place is A on the nose.
Okay, so for me, first place is D. Second place is A. Third place is C. And fourth place is B.
So we don't agree on the nose.
No.
That's okay. Now we will go to a much deeper, more detailed dive in on the taste profile to see which one do we think tastes like a whiskey of the month. That is a really special whiskey. It's not always going to be our favorite necessarily, but we think It is a great whiskey that we would recommend to a lot of people. We're going to do that, fast forward for you, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and this is tough because they're all good. Rough job if someone's got to do it, but Wayne, let's hear your order of taste preference.
Well, taste is, for me, first place is D. Second place is A. Third place is B. And fourth place is C.
We are much closer on the taste than we were on the nose, because my first place is also D. My second place is also A. But here we switched up a little bit. My third place is C, and my fourth place is B.
Okay.
So we agreed on 1 and 2. So we're very close. So the final thing we're going to do, hopefully final thing, we'll see if we have a winner or not, is go through and evaluate the finish, which means we get another little taste too. So that's helpful. And again, we'll fast forward. Sometimes waiting on the finish takes a bit of time, but we'll be back as soon as we're done. Okay, we're back. So first, we're going to share what our finish scores were, and that was pretty tight for me. I'll do mine first. First place, because it was the longest finish and it also had chocolate, I picked D. Second place for the finish, because it was very long and very pleasant, I picked B. Third place for the finish, it was medium to long and it was very nice, very pleasant, just didn't quite edge out the others, so I picked A. And then my fourth place on the finish was C. It was okay. There was nothing wrong with it. It just didn't match up to the other ones. How about you for finish?
Okay, finish for me is D. Had the best finish. I liked the flavor on the finish, and I liked how it went down.
Mm-hmm.
Very smooth. Second place, I went with C. I thought that actually that was the highest score I gave C. I thought it finished well. And it was a toss between that and A. I did like as well. It actually was very pleasant on the back. And for me, B, I was fourth. It was good.
Okay, so now let's talk about our scores to see if we have a clear winner. Who was your clear winner?
Clear winner was D.
Me too.
And I gave it
Me
a 90.
too.
I actually bumped it from a 93 originally to a 95.
I also gave it a 95. So our score on that is a 95. So that's going to be the winner. So let's see what the other places are. What did you have? Let's just go up to the top. What did you have for A?
Well, actually, A went the highest up as far as an adjustment. I took it from originally a 90 to a 93.
I took it from a 91 to a 92. So it's going to have a 92.5. What did you have for B?
B, actually, even though some of the stuff, it didn't finish as high in nose taste, I liked it overall, so I actually bumped it to a 92.
Okay, I had it at a 91 and I kept it at a 91 because it didn't seem to make me push to move it up, so that's a 91.5. And then what did you have for C?
C is the only one I actually went down on, and
I
I
went up
thought
on
about that. I originally had it as a 92, and I dropped it to 91.
So I originally had it as a 92 and bumped it to a 93. See how this happens? So that average is 92, which means if we go in order, first place will be D, second place will be A, third place will be C, and fourth place will be B. Is that okay with you as far as those numbers go? That work?
It doesn't matter. That's what it shakes out as.
They were within, except for D, which was 3 points higher than the closest competitor. The others were 91.5, 92, 92.5. So they were neck and neck. So I'm excited to see what they are. I'm not sure.
I have some guesses in my head as to what I think. I will be curious I'm right.
All right, so our fourth place, still a winner, still great. It was in the competition. It had a 91.5, which is nothing to just shake your nose at. B, and that is number 2. Okay, number 2 is Larceny barrel proof.
Okay.
Now, I'm not sure. I would have guessed that one as the confectionery one.
It's funny because I thought, I'll be curious how this goes where. That's not what I thought it
I
was.
didn't think that. I actually thought that one was Elijah Craig.
And that is...
Yeah.
And
that was B.
B.
Mm-hmm. And you want to do a little taste? I'm going to go to the next one. Third place is C. And C is number 1. Yeah, there you go. So C is number 1. That is Elijah Craig, which I honestly thought it was more Larceny-esque.
Yes, and that's funny because
I had those flipped in my head.
That's exactly what I thought. And
it shows how sweet this Elijah Craig is.
Yes.
And we just recently tasted that one because we just got it at the week of the Kentucky Bourbon Festival, even though it's a B525, and we loved it when we tasted it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised it did pretty well, but it didn't do as well as maybe I thought it would. So it's going to be really surprising to see who ends up. Let's go to third place, right? I mean, second place.
Second place.
Second place with 92.5, a great score, is A. A is the newest comer on the block. A is Rivertown Single Barrel, which was the first release by Henderson Distilling, and it sold out in day one. They had 3 barrels at 3 liquor stores, and they sold out by 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We went before we left town, so it's the only reason we got a bottle.
You may think that we're nuts with this pick, looking at this, because it doesn't make sense, but I'm going to tell you right now for today, the Rivertown hit on so many notes consistently throughout this entire tasting, nosing, and finish for myself. And there was a flavor profile that I really enjoyed. And I'll be honest, because I now know who won it, but I had a really tough time with this grading because I had a feeling what D was just based on the profile. And I like the profile, but man, this one's will end up advancing on.
Well, and for me, Rivertown, the reason it scored so high for me, it has this bright orange note that I don't typically get in bourbon. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get it in a rye, but I rarely get it in a bourbon, and it just sings to me for some reason. It's just so refreshing when you're drinking it. So obviously, I think we know, just to check the numbers, just to make sure I didn't lose my mind along the way. So this is a pretty special bottle. This is the Starlight Distillery 10-year kind of anniversary bottle, the first 10-year they've ever done. It's a very special bottle, but it is the most expensive bottle we have on the table, and it might be one of the harder things to get. Well, this is impossible to get. It's sold out.
Yes.
Sold out. But Rivertown will be in our runner-up classification to get into Whiskey of the Year. So unfortunately, we haven't had Larceny or Elijah Craig make it through so far this year, but they've always been a player. Rivertown will be in the mix, and automatically we know that Starlight will be a finalist in the Sweet 16, and it will go up in October. We'll have our third quarter, and it will go up for the Whiskey of the Quarter in October.
And it's also the second time that Starlight has been the Whiskey of the Month.
Yeah, true.
Because it began the year, it actually beat out my family's bourbon by a hair. So this is the second win for Starlight. This is really a heavy bottle, though. This is a special one for that distillery. But I will tell you, to me, the biggest surprise is Rivertown.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, it was clearly better today than Elijah Craig and Larceny. And there was complexities that were there that these two didn't have. There was a uniqueness with this Rivertown that these two did not have. And the proof was there in that same ballpark.
Yeah,
which is
close.
Another funny thing, because these guys tend to be proofy.
Yep.
And this puppy really hung around, and I had to really think about if I was going to go ahead and give the nod to this. But my personal thing came down to this having that chocolate.
The chocolate won it for me too.
And
honestly, that, and I have it written here. Chocolate is an exclamation point, because when I get chocolate in something, it's my absolute love. Love it when I get that. And I would love to hear from you all. Unless you're in the area, you probably haven't tried Rivertown. But I do know that the 10-year for Starlight has been out for distribution. I think Steelbox has had it. So I know that it's more widely distributed, because when we were there buying our bottle, they were bottling that day specifically for distribution. So it is out and about and available. But have you had the B525s of either of these? Do you like them? would you have thought, are you surprised they didn't do better? They did great. Again, the lowest score was 91.5. So that is nothing to cry about for sure. These are all great whiskeys.
Absolutely.
Great.
So D ended up being the winner today, Starlight Distillery, with their 10-year anniversary bottle that, by the way, Lisa Wicker had a hand in, from what we were told.
As well as Ted, Christian, and Blake.
And that's a beast of a movement right there.
What a team.
So cheers to Starlight for putting out a great bottle. Cheers to all of you out there. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. Today, it's Starlight that won the day. Cheers.
Cheers.